the sheriffs. That was approved by the body. So yes, the mayor's administration MOE is going to increase by that number as well accordingly.
I guess where I'm not really following is that we haven't done anything to the 3% raises. So for where we come into this conversation, that figure should already be set and able to be reported out on. So why are we saying that the 3% raises is now preventing you from being able to tell us what is the maintenance of effort that we're locking in for fiscal year 26 before we make a vote?
Audrey Tipton, Director of Administration and Finance. I guess if we just do the simple math, it would be whatever the operating O&M cost for the mayor's administration is as of FY25 plus the $5 million that's going to be added to it.
It might be helpful, Commissioner Thornton, the other piece here is that part of this amendment is to remove this additional 12.2 million. Part of that is, the largest part of it actually is within the mayor's administration. So that would, but that's an additional amount, right? So that's not below FY25, but that was an additional request in FY26. So that amount, if this is approved, would potentially impact the new maintenance of effort. Okay. All right, Commissioner Thornton, you're back in.
I mean, just a final statement. This is going to be back-to-back budget cycles where there's not clarity around the figures. And I just think not only is it incumbent upon, us to provide the public with clear information, but we're voting and we should be able to have final figures to be able to know what it is that we're saying. We've already been here, since 10:30 today. So if it's going to take a little bit more time just to know what is the final figure, I would rather finance be able to provide that today so that we can just know what we're doing here. Waiting on something in email that could be problematic or could actually not be what we had shared understanding was what we were going to do. It's just not my preference in this particular moment. So, I know if we have 7, we can move forward, but I would like to know what is the actual figure that we are committing to for fiscal year 26 as it pertains to the maintenance of effort for the mayor's administration. Thank you.
All right, is there anyone else that would wish to speak on this item? Okay, you want to? Okay, seeing none, Madam Clerk, you can prepare the screen to vote on item 1. All right, we can close the screen and record the vote. We accepted the amendment without objection. This is on the, yeah, this is on the item as amended.
Chair, so that Clerk Sawyer won't have to fill out all of this, will she be able to speak since she already filled out a card before we do all this? Or do we want her to just go ahead and fill out everything, fill out a card and all the other extra?
I think I do believe she already filled out a card. Yeah, we heard from you earlier.
I think she's trying to speak again on, so does she need to fill out another card or can we give her the courtesy?
You don't need to fill out another card. Would you like to speak? I mean, we're just calling the vote right now. After the vote? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah. He's quick.
We have aye votes from Commissioners Clay Bibbs, Sugarman, Mills, Wright, Brooks, Lowry, Avant, and Chairman Whaley. Commissioner Caswell has voted no. Commissioners Ford and Thornton have abstained. We have 8 ayes, 1 no, and 2 abstain.
All right. Item 1 passes. Clerk Sawyer.
Thank you. I'll keep this short. Thank you for the additional time. Tammy Sawyer, General Sessions Court Clerk. As I see this has now passed, Chairman Whaley, I believe that you stated that those of us who are impacted would be able to come back after the commission break, which I believe you resume July 28th, if we have additional asks. As I shared, $90,000 based on this is going to be cut from my budget. While that does not sound like a lot of money, I would just like to take this opportunity to reiterate that almost all of our courts are operating at risk right now, from the state, from the comptroller, from TBI, and from others. So I would ask commissioners to be prepared to hear our request after the beginning of the budget year with an open ear and understanding. I'm happy to break down how those funds will be used and bring employees so they can also tell you how they're literally holding the largest court system in Tennessee together with spit and glue. There are other things I would like to ask us to explore, including our contracts with some of whom are as old as 10 years, such as with Tyler, who underserves us and is currently not responsive to our request regarding making sure that our systems are working. We have people in jail too long. We do not have people in jail too long without even being charged. People in jail too long without seeing a judge, what is their constitutional right. And so the legal situation that we are facing in general sessions and criminal court and our other courts as well is dire. And I hope that the commission will be able to have that conversation with us because people's rights are at risk. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you, Clerk Sawyer. And yes, that's correct. More than welcome to come with amendment, and it's a very reasonable request. Thank you. All right, Commissioners, any announcements or statements before we adjourn? Commissioner Ford?
Just very quickly for the record, and the reason why I abstain from this is because I'm still going to stand by what was said by a few people regarding this meeting being into existence. But I do know that electeds and others, and those that may want to question the veracity, the budget had this amendment to the budget had to be passed before any action would take place. So if people want to file whatever they want to file, whether it's FOIA requests and all that other stuff, they have the full right to do that. But my main reason for abstaining was because I still question about us being here because the county attorney had decided to exercise her, whatever you want to call it, to have us here. And and she's not in here. So for Ms. Sherman that's out there, if you want to start FOIA requests, I would start off with whoever Ms. Marlon Clark Iverson started emailing this body after the votes happen on Monday. Start from there, and maybe you'll find some stuff.
All right, thank you. Any other announcements or statements? All right, yep, thanks so much. All right, we are adjourned until Monday, July 28, 2025, 3 p.m. Yeah, for real.
I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let that way, cause King, I'll be on. Look. Don't you be talking about we giving up any.
Yeah, you just want to. Just the microphone.